wipe her shoes, clean the whole house. Everywhere is clean. So you go have to know what somebody's obsessed with, what somebody likes doing. You don't want to force anything on anybody. So babysitting is not something I like doing, but they were trying to force it with me. Even when I went to Houston, Sylvia, I had a job. I was working in a restaurant, but she won't let me breathe with her daughter. She was even blocking me for going to the job. I could see she was blocking me, making sure I don't even get a job. Start making sure I go late and all of that. So I keep telling you, I don't like to babysit because one thing, the reason why I don't like babysitting because I just feel like I want the child to bond with the mother. That's the main reason. It's not like I dislike children. Children are obsessed with me. Children love me, and I like them. Understand? But if it's not like a family thing, like it's not my sister child, it's not a family baby. I don't want to touch it. It's very risky because you have to have a license to babysit. This thing goes with license. This thing goes with experience. Because if something happen with the child, you have to have a backup. Because if you go for you have to go for training. If it's not your child, you have to go for training so they can train on that child. You don't know the illness the child have. You don't know what that child, the infection the child have, or you don't know what the child is allergic to. So if it's not a family baby that you're trying to help your sister child because your child is going to work, you don't want to touch that baby unless you have a license or a permit to babysit. Because once you have a license or a permit to babysit, when something happens with the child, you have a license or you have a backup. But now if the child dies in your hand, that's not your baby. You'll lock you up. Like Sylvia, she was threatening me with her baby. That's why I left. I'm like, we friends. I know you back in Africa, but I cannot be holding your child and you're threatening with your child that if your child die, I'll go to jail because I'm in your house. So I left. I said, you're not going to threaten me like that because I know these things come with license. Because it have to be like family thing. If not a family baby, like your sister child, you are not touching that baby unless you have a license. So I knew that. Even Dunkin' Donut, I did not just go there and started working. I have to go for training. Any job you go, they will train you and they'll give you a license. Because if something happen in your job, you're gonna have a license and a backup. But if you don't have a training or license and you go and touch somebody's child and the child dies, they will lock you up. So I said this is risky because it have to be a family baby for me to touch. You have to be my sister child or my brother's child. If it's not my sister or my brother's child, I don't want to touch it.